So I'm on day 11 of my 300-day water fast. So far so good. I've noticed a couple things happening, some weird shit. The weirdest one is I don't feel very hydrated. I feel thirsty. There's not one wet cell in my body. They're all begging for sand. You'd think just drinking nothing but water is like, oh, you're so hydrated now. I ain't hydrated. No. So in today's video, we're going to find out the keys to hydration, because they certainly ain't water, and we'll discuss it. He's in the ocean. He's in the ocean. So I've been watching a lot of water fasting videos of other people that do long-term fasts just to get myself motivated. And what I notice over and over, these people look pasty, dehydrated, their lips are cracking. I'm just like, what the hell? You're drinking water. Isn't water the hydration of life? It's a lie. My bottom lip looks like I've been dragging it across the floor looking for cockroaches. And I found a couple. The more water I drink, the more thirsty I am. I'm afraid to even drink it. I don't even know. I pee so much. You know how many times I've peed in the last 11 days? Like 80,000. So many peas. But I've made some key discoveries. So many discoveries along the way. We'll do a huge review when I break the fast on my 300th day. But the first day I was adding salt water. So just half a teaspoon to a liter of water and then just drinking that. And I was planning on doing like a snake juice fast. Just like the snake diet guy says. And then it just hit me. This voice or something's like, don't add the salt. Don't add it. So I was just like, what the fuck? Alright. Oh, I won't add the salt. But here's something crazy I noticed. Once I stopped adding the salt, that's when all my water left my body. I had huge edema. That was a video I just made, if you want to watch the edema video. And I peed it out. I was like, holy shit. And I noticed something. My bladder was hurting. I've had this. I've never been diagnosed with interstitial cystitis. But that's what I suspected I had, because it was just like a chronic bladder pain. And it was never an infection. I never got better with the cranberry juice or that D-mannose, whatever that's supposed to heal urinary tract infections. I never had that. It was just like chronic inflammation. And it wasn't going away until this water fast. So I stopped adding the salt, and then on the 8th day, I wanted to flush the bowel cavities. And so I decided to do a saltwater flush, and that was interesting. Flush out we did. But I noticed some negative things happening in the following days. The next morning when I woke up, my eyes were puffy, so I was getting that edema back, and my bladder started hurting again as I was peeing out all that salt. It's very corrosive. It's not something you would ever just take. I'm kind of thinking salt is a no bueno food. So this is a bit of a tricky one to navigate, but true hydration, in my opinion, comes down to the electrolyte balance of sodium and potassium in and out of the cells. So you're not going to achieve that with water. You have to add salt and potassium, but that's not very natural. They're kind of harsh, chemically substances. I'm not slurring my words because of dehydration. I'm less hydrated. I think it's much better to get your sodium and potassium from food. So you have a couple options. Obviously, in my opinion, the worst electrolyte depleting diet would be the fruit-based one, because there's not enough sodium in it. It's just overload of potassium. So you need that celery in there every night. Big giant boring salad of celery sticks, you loser. If you're more vegetable rich and you got the celery and the Swiss chard in there, and you got the stomach of a rhinoceros, then you get enough electrolytes and you're happy. If you're a carnivore like me, although I have been vegan for 11 days now. He's so vegan right now. Meat pretty much has the perfect balance because it's an animal. It's done all that configuration stuff, and it's like, it has the sodium in the cell and the potassium outside. That's the opposite of how it goes. I know nothing. I know very little. I still have gains. Don't mock the gainless gains. So find your perfect balance of sodium, potassium in real food. And also, what I'm hearing, fat is more hydrating than water. Take that to the bank. I mean, think of it. If you go swimming all day, you get out, you're dry. You wash your face, it's like it dries it out. You ever just wash your hands and you're like, ah, shit, I'm drier. But you put oil on there and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm all moisturized. It's fantastic. I should have done a fat fast. You just drink oil for 40 days. You'll probably die. You'll be hydrated though. So we'll see. When I return to eating, the plan is lots of fat. Hopefully, somehow, at least when I move back to Toronto, I'll try that celery juice again, which would help with the stomach acid anyway, and give me a nice balance of sodium and potassium. And maybe I can lower my water because I'm just on the fence with this whole water thing and the salt now. Get that out of my life. So, what are your tips? Because I've felt hydrated and not many times, and it's tough to figure out. I'm getting closer to it, but we're still very far away. I'm a desert boy. So post your hydration tips down below and let me know what you think of all that. The balance of electrolytes and the fat. Is there any other factors I'm missing? There's tons, but those are the two major ones that I'm focusing on right now. So we're done. Thanks for watching the video. Consider giving it a thumbs up if you liked it. Unbelievable. Thumbs down if you hydrate yourself by eating cotton. The absorbent qualities of it. Just absorb and then release the water when you need it. I'll try it. Alright, we're done. Vegetable police shirts. They're now available. Monkey Strength program. Anytime you want it, it's up there. Down below. All the links. Subscribe for more videos and we'll see you in the next one.